Like, speaking of testament, just so people can see that that's real, I was operating, and this is being transparent on the podcast. I was operating in a certain vision mission for the podcast, bro. It wasn't bad or anything. I was still imparting wisdom, giving people things that I wish I had, or putting a platform for where people can find information. It wasn't bad. But it wasn't until I realized, well, my spiritual mother at the World Kingdom Ministry, Prophetess Melissa, she told me, hey, you need to God is telling you to have a true revelation for the podcast, because it's like everybody else's in a sense. And I was praying. And it wasn't until God took me on a journey and finding it where I saw that I was lacking true foundation within Him. And I was missing that component. I would have it here and there, but I was missing that true component in Him. Yep. And it wasn't until I started walking in that I saw the episodes got easier, the flow got easier, and I'm hitting these different milestones where I had my first 1,000 views, no ads, no paid, no anything, organically on one video, bro. Yeah. I was happy, but then hearing you say that, it's like it takes having that private time with Him. It takes being selfless. It takes walking with that certain type of character. But I wanted to ask you, does it stop there? No. Like that private time, and then God downloading that vision in you, does it stop there?
No, I don't stop there, fam. No. I think what we need to understand as believers, right? Because people love to talk about tithing, right? Tithe 10%. Anybody can give money. One thing I've learned, the cheapest way to serve God is to give Him money. It don't take no effort. Anybody can do that, right? Yeah. So it's like, okay, we've been taught what to do with the 10%. What are we doing with the 90 though? Right? Like, what does that even look like? Like, okay, you're spending time with God. Okay, you spending time with God. Are you just conversating with Him? Are you reading your word? Are you fasting? Or are you staying obedient to what He told you to do? Like Mama used to say back in the day.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Mama used to say back in the day, like, hey, can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. And some of you in the kitchen and you wondering why your life ain't where it need to be, because you're so focused on being in the heat rather than getting out of there. God don't want you up in that mess. You over here you over here in everybody else's kitchen trying to identify what their ingredients are, what they cooking, and now you in this comparison and contrasting. Now you so focused on what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not on none of that, Oliver. You like, yo, this is the podcast that the Lord has given me. I'm going to be faithful to the few, and I know He's going to make me ruler over much. I'm not worrying about their ingredients, because some people's ingredients is poison.
It's real. I felt that in a sense. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
So it's like, but you said if they can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Get out the kitchen.
Many times people don't even realize that they're using somebody else's recipe versus their own recipe.
Yeah.
So how can somebody realize that, hey, I need to work on my own recipe. I need to work on the vision that God put for me instead of working on somebody else's. Because many times, like my spiritual father says at the World Kingdom Ministry, Prophet Dr. Curvin, I love to give them honor each time I say tokens of wisdom from them. And he said that it's never good to copy somebody, but it's good to be inspired by somebody.
That's right.
Many times people are copying, but it's like God gave them that revelation, kind of like what He did with you and that drug facility when you speaking to them.
Come on.
But it's like people need to realize that they need to be inspired instead of copying. So seeing what somebody else does to inspire them to start something, so when they complete it, it's now their own unique thing. That's what he ended off as.
That's right.
So how can what would be your take on, like, many times people aren't getting as inspired enough. They're just looking at certain things on social media, YouTube, and saying, hey, this looks good. How can I do this? How can I copy this? How can somebody switch from that mindset, from your point of view, from copying to being inspired?
Yeah. Man, there's a lot of speakers that I looked up to, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man, I had to turn down the speakers that I was listening to because I had to find me. And I stopped watching them for about a year, 2 years. I didn't even watch them. I didn't follow them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna say something, but go ahead.
No, go ahead, fam.
Go ahead. Finish.
So I was just like, I gotta turn them down. I can't be watching them, man, because I'm starting to feel like I'm being them. You feel me, fam?
Yes.
And then I came to the realization, I'm like, first and foremost in the Bible, God never had to repeat the same miracle twice. That's how dope God is. God didn't say, yo, I'm going to part the sea 15 times. He's like, yo, Moses, that's Moses' job. Yo, I'm going to take Joseph. I'm going to take him from the pit to the prison to the palace. He's going to interpret dreams. Ain't nobody going to be doing it on the level that he's doing. Can you imagine Joseph trying to slay Goliath? Or David trying to interpret dreams? Like, it don't work that way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because they knew the part that they had to play. The problem is, especially in the body, we see somebody's gift and we want to mimic that gift. And you don't understand, like, yo, I'm doing the gift. I'm operating in the gift. I'm making the investments. I'm doing what I need to do. But God's like, no, I didn't tell you to do that.